This man is frightening.
The following contest is a triple threat steel cage match and is for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing the challenger from the Rocky
Take a look
Mountains,
at the size of Lars
at
Sullivan. Everything about the mountain man from
Lars
Denver
Sullivan
is huge, terrifying. Look at his skull, look at his fists. They don't make people like this.
This man's like a walking nightmare, Michael.
So confident as he walks to the ring. Freakishly strong, incredibly agile.
Looks like he's ready. What's happening? Oh my. That is a scary sight.
The sinister silhouette of the human wrecking ball. Lars Sullivan set to dominate. He's here!
And introducing the challenger from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., weighing in at 227 pounds, Velveteen Dream.
What an entrance. Intoxicating, mesmerizing. Guys, here is a man who is going to be a true superstar in our business. He has it all. In-ring skill. He's got charisma.
And he's got great hair.
I fully expect Velveteen to be bald next time I see him after hearing you say that, Saxton. Good point, Corey. Velveteen wants nothing to do with the likes of you.
Just saying.
D-R-E-A-M. The real deal. This kid's got it all. The WWE Universe intoxicated by the dream.
And introducing the champion from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 196 pounds, he is the NXT North American Champion, Rick O'Shane.
Byron, what should we expect here tonight in this triple threat match?
When it comes to triple threats, Michael, you really have to expect the unexpected. Adding that third superstar to the fray really does add a level of intrigue that just can't be found in a traditional one-on-one match.
Look out. Here we go with the steel cage match.
Oh, man.
Well, the door's locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
Lars Sullivan is one of the biggest competitors to ever come from NXT, but he's also one of the scariest, too.
Yeah, that frightening glare has brought him some big wins before the match even starts. His immense frame brought him the rest.
He slams him down with authority.
Uh-oh. Watch out.
Oh, shoulder first.
I think the ring just shifted.
With such authority.
Uh-oh.
He landed it. Challenger's starting to falter.
Oh.
He can't rest on his laurels here. There are two other guys in there that want this match just as much as he does.
You hate to think this way, but part of me thinks he might be over his head inside that steel cage.
Yeah, but if you count him out now, guys, you'd be making a very big mistake. Mark my words.
The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point.
It's always important to get off to a strong start in a match. It's even more important to do that in a triple threat match, given that you're going up against two opponents at the same time. Add to that the no disqualification stipulation, and there's little to no room for error. One mistake, and it can cost you a lot more than winning the match.
Byron, you spoke about this before. A competitor must do everything they can do to start things off on the right foot in a triple threat match. One way to do that is to target one of your opponents and go after them as soon as the bell rings. You're battling two opponents at the same time, so it's hunt or be hunted.
And that's what I like, Michael. It's survival of the fittest in that ring. In a triple threat, a superstar can't waste time feeling opponents out, getting warmed up, or easing their way into the match. You have to go at it as soon as the match begins.
As he's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Frightening attack on the jaw.
To elaborate a little more on Velveteen Dream's Takeover Philadelphia entrance you guys mentioned, for me, the best part was watching Dream have his customized mouth guard inserted by a member of said entourage.
Yeah, that mouth guard was on a feather bed pillow, mind you, and he wore fancy airbrushed boxing trunks to the ring that said Dream Over. And that night, he was standing tall over his opponent, Cassius Ohno.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
When this guy's on, look out. He's got him now.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Uh-oh. Northern Lights.
Oh, not done yet? There's more.
Brainbuster.
Okay, now it's over. This could be it, guys. Guys, at the risk of sounding... Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Backbreaker. Perfectly executed. Look out, guys. He's making a statement here with this attack. I agree with Byron.
Look out, look out.
This could be it. And the brainbuster connects.
This might be the opportunity he needed.
The challenger looking absolutely exhausted in there. The champ seems to have his number here tonight.
It's almost bedtime for Velveteen Dream. He's going to need to get back in this.
Sullivan sizing it up. Talk about planning your opponent.
Victory is on the horizon.
Is that enough for the win?
The pinfall and the victory.
Oh boy, I can't believe that thing ended like that. Here's another look at a steel cage match for the ages.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner and new NXT North American Champion, Lars Sullivan.
The shoulders were down for 3, and this one's in the books. We've got an animated crowd here tonight, as we usually do when we're in Orlando.
The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
The excitement level for this steel cage match is incredible right now, guys.
Well, as somebody who literally wore out his VHS copy of Coliseum home videos inside the steel cage, I can tell you that there's perhaps no more exciting match than this.
It's the Queen of Spades. She is the real deal.
One of the original 4 horsewomen of mixed martial arts, a protege of Ronda Rousey. Shayna Baszler thrives on the fear of others.
Yeah, it would be a tough point to argue that Shayna Baszler may be the toughest woman to ever step foot in NXT.
She's as tough as they come. Classic match with Ember Moon at NXT Takeover New Orleans, where she won the NXT Women's Championship. The sky's the limit.
Introducing the challenger from Auckland, New Zealand, Toni Storm. Introducing the champion from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She is the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Stay tuned. Here we go. Steel cage action kicking off here.
For generations, the steel cage match has been considered one of the most ruthless matches of all time.
Oh, what an uppercut!
Now that's how you slam an opponent down, with authority. Oh, and another strong kick. And just like that, this move is leading the charge.
The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel.
And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it. That was impressive.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks being launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic. The steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship. It saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. And watch Rikishi take flight off the top of the steel cage. Wow.
Shayna Baszler is probably the biggest bully in all of WWE. She's tough, but her intimidation factor can defeat an opponent before the match even starts. Corey, how should a competitor approach Baszler?
Everyone who's seen even a modest amount of success against Baszler has done so by kind of building a weird immunity to her mind games. Ember Moon lives in the darkness. Kairi Sane thinks she's a pirate. And Nikki Cross, well, she's Nikki Cross.
Corey may have hit the nail on the head about strategy concerning Shayna Baszler. To avoid being intimidated, you need to be a little insane, because once you learn what the submission magician is capable of, fear is going to set in.
That's easier said than done, Michael. If you're of the right mind, you're well aware that Baszler will deliver the pain unlike any other NXT performer. In that case, you need to embrace the power of denial.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Superpose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
Second time's a charm. Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Shayna Baszler making her move. Clearly on a mission here.
What's going to happen now?
She wants to finish this.
She's thinking about it.
Shayna Baszler, this might be it.
That's what makes her so dangerous. The WWE Universe has seen the...
She gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
How's that for ferocious? It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move. Byron, we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them. I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of the Punjabi prison match. And, of course, the Elimination Chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside a steel cage.
If you ask a member of the WWE Universe about the Four Horsewomen, they'll likely refer to the quartet of Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. However, there's another group that lays claim to that moniker, and it includes Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, both groups actually met face-to-face at the Mae Young Classic. Ronda Rousey, Jessamyn Duke, and Marina Shafir were there to root on Shayna Baszler, and they met with WWE's group. Rousey told them, quote, "You name the time, you name the place."
The two of you brought up the collision between WWE's and MMA's horsewomen, courtesy of Shayna Baszler. In the time since that showdown, Ronda Rousey has joined WWE, while the other two MMA horsewomen have begun NXT training. Guys, that showdown looms ever closer.
Some good technique right there.
Plants a knee right on her face.
Wow, what a gritty performance. One of the greatest strikers in the game right now.
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be. Twice as nice. Going for it again. She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move. No
she's too quick for her.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. Check this out. She found something and she's sticking with it.
She is on fire.
We've seen this before.
It starts to feel like a broken record with that move. I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure. Look at this. She's calling for it. She's turning the tables.
Ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do. Oh, man, she's rolling now. Look at her go.
Second time we're seeing this here.
Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here.
Got the leg, catches her off guard with a dragon screw. She goes for the cover. 2, and the champ kicks out.
Gonna take more than that.
This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity. She reverses out of it.
And not a second too soon. Close call there.
Quick thinking to avoid that. Here she comes on the counter.
We'll see if she can turn things around. She is on fire.
Body can only absorb so much of that.
Looks like this one's going to go in the champ's favor.
Looks like the second time's going to be the charm here.
Shayna Baszler making her move. Shayna Baszler, this might be it.
The champ's in a good spot here. All that's left now for Shayna Baszler is to finish this.
Retains the title.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
Shayna Baszler's got to be feeling good about her performance tonight.
Hey, she was the better woman of the two tonight. It's that simple.
We've got an animated crowd here tonight, as we usually do when we're in Orlando.
Wait for it. Wait for it. God, I love when he does that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring from Panama City, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, Adam Cole.
The leader of Undisputed Era.
Well, listen, the truth is, Corey, when it was announced that Adam Cole was joining NXT, joining WWE, there was a lot of expectation bestowed upon what he might accomplish. In fact, WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin has even had some very complimentary words to say about Adam Cole. But the thing about Adam Cole is that he has thus far lived up to those expectations.
Loves to carry the NXT North American Championship. Got a cool last name, too.
Any relation?
Greatness runs in packs, Byron.
Like the three of us.
And his opponent, from Amsterdam, Holland, weighing in at 215 pounds, Aleister Black.
Ave Satanas, Aleister Black.
What amazes me about Aleister Black is his ability to maintain complete composure before competing inside that ring, almost embracing the calm before the storm.
Former kickboxer, able to keep his composure in the most intense situations. That's what makes Aleister Black so dangerous.
Yeah, a man who went undefeated in one-on-one competition for an entire year before winning the NXT Championship.
Just an incredible presence. Byron, Aleister Black has had his fair share of enemies since arriving here in WWE. But one might say that Adam Cole is right up there alongside the Dutch Destroyer's greatest rivals.
The Black-Cole rivalry certainly was one for the ages, Michael, and one that was so intense that it took an Extreme Rules match at NXT Takeover Philadelphia to settle it.
Close quarter knee strike. Oh, drop kick.
When I think of Adam Cole, I become overjoyed in a way. I think of someone who's an elite technician in the ring, always one step ahead of his opponent, and proud to let you know it. That's my kind of guy.
He's left wide open here.
I don't think he even realizes it. He looks dazed.
This is about to get bad.
Look at that tremendous ring presence.
Very impressive.
Oh, drop kick. I need to return to Corey's gushing over Adam Cole's supposed finer qualities. I'm going to look at it another way. There are many who believe Adam is irreverent, braggadocious, obnoxious, and arrogant.
The crazy part is, I think Adam Cole would beam with happiness either way he was described. While some of these things can be debated, One thing that is, dare I say, undisputable is Adam Cole's success.
Wow, he just slammed him with ease. Off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
Whoa, Black able to avoid damage so quick.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque. A truly punishing stretch. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. And just like that, this move is leading the charge. He's playing with him now. Look out.
This just might be enough for him to take the victory here.
Aleister Black. Counter here. When this guy's on, look out. Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was... He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
People have been wanting to see these guys go at it for a long time, and by the sound of this crowd, I think they're getting what they wanted. He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup. Oh boy, he is rolling.
He has him right where he wants him. How's that for ferocious? It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move.
That should do it.
If at first you don't succeed.
Gets him with a knee there.
Aleister Black brings the pain.
Oh, man. I'm not sure how much he has left. How is Adam Cole going to remain alive?
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
This one is over. How is... Adam Cole going to remain alive?
He'll find a way.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled a redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
We spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey,
unbelievable move by Aleister Black.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
And Aleister Black might have just... Ooh!
Nice.
Shut it down. And Aleister Black might have just secured the victory. Black Mass!
Here's his moment, Michael.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration tonight.
You spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey, you said something of value for once, in that anything is legal inside the steel cage. To that point, something else we've seen over the years is interference. Whether it's The Undertaker coming up through the ring or John Cena getting bashed in the head with the cage door from the outside, it's all legal in the cage.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Oh boy, he is rolling. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
And this has just been a hellacious match inside this Hell in a Cell. For anyone who's signed to face Adam Cole, they must be prepared to defend themselves immediately. Cole in the Undisputed Era, do not wait for a bell to ring or a referee to start the match. History has certainly proven that.
Time and time again, we see how Adam Cole looks for an opening and seizes with brutal force. And when he senses a weakness in an opponent, he does everything in his power to exploit it.
Aleister Black absorbing some offense here.
His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
But the question is, how much energy does his opponent have left? My guess is not much, given what we've seen him go through so far in this match.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Given what we've seen so far here tonight, I'm willing to bet these superstars will think twice before stepping foot inside another steel cage. Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now. Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight.
I'll tell you what. This is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at workers' school, that's for sure.
At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
this will go down as one of his hardest fought battles in WWE.
Oh boy, I can't believe that thing ended like that. Here's another look at a steel cage match for the ages.
Here is your winner, Aleister Black.
Aleister Black wins here quite impressively.
The Dutch Destroyer can return to the darkness knowing he's made a clear statement tonight.
Received loud and clear.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.
The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the NXT Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our big steel cage match.
And I know both of these superstars are supremely tough, but you'd have to assume they're experiencing some butterflies here as we wait for the opening bell.
They're on their feet for Johnny Wrestling. What an ovation! Johnny Wrestling.
To be totally honest with you, a decade ago when I met Johnny Gargano in a VFW hall in Cleveland, I never imagined that he would grow into the superstar he is today. Johnny Gargano has made a career out of proving people like me dead wrong.
Johnny Gargano was once a security guard in my security detail back in the day. I didn't even know who the guy's name was.
Well, you know it now, and so does the WWE Universe.
Introducing the challenger from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Thomas O. Champ R. Introducing the champion from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Johnny Gargano.
So don't move a muscle.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
And there are few things more unforgiving than the cold steel of a cage match.
And look at
Oh, face first.
And now he goes for it a second time.
He had him locked in tight, guys. Uh-oh.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
When this guy's on, look out. Wow. Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. The shoulders are down.
And the champ kicks out. Not yet. Too early.
He's too quick for him there. That'll rearrange your face. Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
And he looks helpless after that enziguri.
Gargano's looking to end it.
Boom! Wow, I'm just just as surprised as you guys are.
This steel cage match is in the books. Oh boy, I can't believe that thing ended like that. Here's another look at a steel cage match for the ages.
Wow. I haven't seen a match like that in a long time. I might go home and watch a replay. It was that good.
Still, the NXT champion, Johnny Gargano.
Wow, huge pinfall win here tonight.
Few things are more rewarding than that feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
That's a title match you're going to be talking about for ages, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Undisputed Era.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 397 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. The Undisputed Era.
Multifaceted mixed martial arts backgrounds of both Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish make them a threat to each and every tag team in WWE.
These are two men who have been a tag team since 2012 and yet have maintained the same attitude of doing what most people don't expect. Silencing critics, marching to the beat of their own drummer, and succeeding every step of the way.
Yeah, the Re-Dragons really transforming things here in WWE. Incredible opportunity tonight.
Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Roderick Strong.
A man who was once seen as honorable, once seen as respected, made the career decision to join the opportunistic crew known as the Undisputed Era.
Who are you to decide what's honorable, Saxton? Roddy's the man.
I like this kid. Bright, bright future for this young man.
And his opponent, first, from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Tyler Bate.
Saxton, he's like 20 years younger than you, and he has more facial hair.
Well, some of us grow more facial hair than others.
Saxton, he's not waving at you. Stop it.
I thought he was.
Began as part of the famous UK tag team known as Mustache Mountain with his mentor, really big brother-like Trent Seven.
Some superstars you just look at, you just feel like they're destined for big things. And you gotta feel that way when you see a guy like Tyler Bate.
And his opponent, first, from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 216 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Ted Severn.
And the champ definitely looks ready to go tonight.
Which shouldn't surprise anybody, Cole. The champ's always ready to go, even tonight when the title's not on the line. You have to respect that about him.
And his opponent, first, from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Pete Dunne.
Almost a sick, twisted pleasure that Dunne derives from the opportunity just to hear his opponent scream and wail in pain.
You can bet that Pete Dunne is going to look to utilize his classic English mastery of submission holds and attacking an opponent's limbs. Dunne is also notorious for pushing the limits of WWE's rulebook.
Looking at the 6 competitors we have in the ring tonight, I think it's safe to say that we're entering dream match territory right now.
If Pete Dunne is one thing, it's tenacious.
The Bruiserweight's natural instinct is to always attack his opponent. The assaults that follow are devastating to a superstar's well-being. Forget about winning or losing the match.
And Pete Dunne's finisher is appropriately named, Saxton. When a superstar gets dropped with the bitter end, they are not getting up.
It took Roderick Strong over a decade in sports entertainment to get to NXT. He used to fight so hard for every opportunity and never take shortcuts. That is until he aligned himself with the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, and that is what is perplexing to me, Michael. For so many years, Roderick Strong did things the right way, but he suddenly had a change of heart when he affiliated himself with the Kings of Shortcuts.
Byron, shoelaces are perplexing to you.
I recognize that you were perplexed, Byron, by Roderick Strong's sudden affiliation with the Undisputed Era. But Strong was a superstar who always only sniffed great success before joining Cole, O'Reilly, and Fish.
Look, Roddy must have got tired of being second best. Tired of all...
Back in the ring again.
Strong gets the shoulder up. Have to put in a little more work than that.
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
Oh, look at this, raining down sharp elbows.
And we're back to this form of attack.
O'Reilly just barely getting out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Nope, reverses it.
Whoa, Strong able to avoid damage.
Now back to the ring. On, he dodges out of the way. Knocked off his feet.
Now that's a takedown.
Look at this. Unleashing it for the second time now. Looks like he's starting to falter. He's got to remember he has two partners ready to enter the fray here.
Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Prince Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
Super kick! Gosh! Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate for Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote. Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations could be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone could think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction, where 3 superstars have aligned because of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit. 3 individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a six-man tag match. Regardless of what type of match the teams of 3 are competing in, the members of that team must be on the same page. Oftentimes, the teams who have the best continuity are the most successful.
WWE made history in 2017 with a tournament to crown the inaugural United Kingdom champion, which I was lucky enough to call in person. And in that tournament, this man, Pete Dunne, emerged as the next can't-miss superstar.
I'd agree with what Michael was saying about Pete Dunne's performance in the UK Championship Tournament. If you didn't know him heading in, you sure as heck knew who he was coming out.
I'll tell you one person who definitely knew who Pete Dunne was after
Kyle O'Reilly setting it up!
Uh-oh.
Nobody comes back from this.
Here's his chance to win this.
And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
He's not going to like this. And O'Reilly makes him pay in the worst way.
What a shot. He's back in control here. Nobody survives that, Michael.
No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Between the ropes. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. He's looking a little weary here, and at this point, you have to wonder if he can recover from this.
Sounds to me like this crowd's a little shocked to see him on the receiving end here. And you know what? I kind of am too.
In a back-and-forth match like this, he has to do everything in his power not to let his opponent gain too much momentum here.
Clothesline!
Right in the back of the neck.
Look at this. And he goes for the pin! 2!
He kicks out before 3.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that to keep him down.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been...
Now that's how you make a statement.
I almost wrote him off earlier.
Strong is showing signs that it could be ending soon.
And his chances of winning the six-man tag team match appear to be slipping away.
So many bad things can happen outside the ring, and given his condition right now, he really needs to keep it inside the ring if he wants to win this thing.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the New Day. These are only some of the trios who had unbelievable matches against a variety of adversaries.
If we're talking about three-man teams, I need to shout out one of the baddest trios of all time who held the World Six-Man Championship on a number of occasions. I'm talking about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the Road Warriors. When the Dream put on the face paint, you knew it was going to be a bad night for their opponents.
What's he got in mind? Oh, here we go. He's in big trouble. He hits him with the knee.
This is going to be bad for Roger Strong.
Getting his attention with a vicious strike.
Oh, he turns it around.
Oh, no luck against Dunn there.
Too quick. Boom. Nice.
When this guy's on, look out. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
The intensity of this match has been incredible.
I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight. He's in a little bit of trouble now. At this point, I'd say he's probably better off taking a tag to one of his partners.
At this point, he really has to think about mixing it up a bit. Maybe implement more of a power game into his offense.
Yeah, but the good news is that he still appears to be in better condition than his opposition right now.
Got him good there.
Yeah, let's take another look.
That's the move he was looking for.
And the instinct from Fish on display.
So quick. Pendulum backbreaker. Tick-tock.
Second time's a charm.
Oh, look, Bobby Fish is... Oh, I think this man means business.
That's what he
was looking for, Michael. How is Tyler Bate going to survive this?
Showing off some of his speed there. Here we go again. Working the body now. Nothing pretty about that elbow.
At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted.
That lands.
Well, he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Oh, man, Dunn is in trouble now. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Uh-oh. Got the reversal. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Oh, and it's a reversal. Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He clearly has confidence in that move. We may have discovered his favorite move. And now he goes for it a second time. Roderick Strong steadying up.
Oh, good night.
But can he follow up here?
Looking to end it here. This could be it. 3.
What a six-man tag match. Something tells me WWE fans will be discussing the six-man tag match for years to come, and I can't blame them.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of the unbelievable kind.
Here are your winners, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong.
And there's your winner via pinfall.
That's a big win right there. Anytime you can pin another WWE competitor's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count, you should be proud.
I think I can safely speak for all of us when I say that was an amazing contest.